Welcome back to the Content Complete podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, my friend Matt with the Other Gaming TV, and featuring the author of the critically acclaimed audiobook, What Greens May Come. Fistcake, how's it going?
420 blaze it, dude. Greens are coming every day, if you know what I'm saying. Oh,
Only available in audiobook format. There is no written form.
And that's how I read the entire book, is my stoner voice. Dude, 420.
Whoa.
Some people consider it just
You ever
like a
just
monologue.
like look at your hand, man, and then you turn it over and you're like, whoa.
I've never
It's
seen
like
that before.
Two sides of the same hand.
It says something about
Hey,
life.
be careful. Life has two sides to hands. Oh, Jesus.
All right,
Yeah.
Fistcake, why don't you tell us what you played this week?
Well, I looked at my hand for a long time. No.
That's a
Let's
game.
see. Hand looker. I played some more PS Vita this week. I played some more Odin Sphere Leaf Thracer, Leaf Blower, and I'm almost done with the first chapter. Finally, I think you play different characters for each chapter, so I've been doing the Valkyrie chapter, and I'm almost done with that.
So what kind of gameplay is that?
It's a side-scrolling action RPG thing. It's kind of got some. It's like the combat's pretty solid. The magic system's pretty solid.
Nice.
And like the level up and stuff is through either obtaining power orbs for like your special abilities, but like for your stats, like your health and your whatever, eat food and and stuff, and like they increase your health in certain ways, give you experience points, yada yada yada. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, played that, and for like the last 2 days straight, I've been playing a shit ton of Persona 5, trying to finish it so we can finally have that Persona cast before they release the anime TV series.
And then it's all fucked.
And then yeah, we get all fucked. But I'm finally at the casino.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Royale.
Yeah, with the Casino Royale with James Bond and his friends. Trying to change James Bond's heart so he stops fucking all the time.
Yeah, of
All
course.
the Bond girls.
Yeah, he's got to stop that. He's
No,
gonna catch...
can I get a martini, shaken, not stirred?
Bond, stop fucking people. I can't help it. I'm James Bond.
I'm James Bond. Oh, I'm Sean Connery. Oh, I'm from Wales.
Oh.
You know, apparently before Sean Connery did James Bond, the director, because he wasn't actually that like sophisticated or anything like that as a person, so the director like took him out to like fancy restaurants and like basically taught him how to be a gentleman before they did the shoot.
I did not know that. How did you know that?
It came up in trivia in the trivia section of Kingsman after we watched that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. The more you know. Dun dun. But I think in October. Yeah, October, like halfway through, I think, like October 10th or something like that. So
Nice. Well, things are going to start speeding up.
yeah, shits are gonna pop off, dude. And then for like an hour or two each day, for like the last 2 days, I played a little bit more of Original Sin 2. Because holy shit, that game was fun when we played it. It's still fun by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, you can keep having fun with it. And I'm doing, as opposed to my iPhone character or whatever, when we played together, I made an undead elf creature.
Nice.
Like,
What class?
He's mostly it's kind of hard to describe him because I kind of put some stuff into the necromancy class where you get the poison stuff.
Witch
Stuff. Okay, we've gotten into some witch stuff, but mostly I just do like long range witch attacks or up close finesse weapons like daggers and spears and shit.
Oh, that's cool. So almost like a battle mage, but a bit more like roguey.
Yeah, kind of like a roguey battle mage. That's more for the undead people.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because I think if you start out as the class witch, you do get there's something that I got that gave me access to adrenaline, which is a rogue ability, and which gives you like additional AP each turn. So it's almost like, oh, that's kind of like a thing that like a path that they kind of like hint to you, like, oh, do this.
Just Take my suggestion. Okay, I'm gone. That's going pretty well. I figured out like I did like a bunch of quests, and now I have like 3 options on how to leave the Fort Joy.
Nice.
Yeah, we had so many options.
Yeah, and like they like tell you like different things. Like, oh yeah, you just go through here, you find this guy, tell him that this person's here, and then it's fine. Or hey, go find my spirit jar. Would you
Yeah.
please.
We're doing
Spirit
Spirit Jar. I think we're full in Spirit Jar. Even though we have multiple ones that we can do, that I think 2 or 3 of them lead to the same route, even just different ways to get to the route. We're like, oh well, we're definitely gonna at least get the guy a Spirit Jar, because I think you get shit from like a chest or something like that too.
Nice.
From what he said, I remember mentioning that there might be other treasure or something like that. So
Might be some treasure in my spirit jar. Meh.
Meh.
That's it for me. What have you guys been up to this week?
Well, before I go any further, I have a bit of a problem with Divinity 2, and only one thing. How come all the other undead people have like a spirit jar where they can get their spirit back, or they have like they just like don't like, they talk as if they don't get hurt or die or for some reason, but then when I get hit, blood comes out. I'm bones. Why?
It's the marrow in your bone.
Everybody knows that your marrow's red if you're an undead.
Yeah, because
To
it's
give
just
the illusion that you're human.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's basic chemistry.
Or maybe it's just because I'm playing a witch and I stand in blood and like heal from it, so that's like residual blood from when I heal myself last.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
that's not even your blood.
fucking splattering in the blood puddle and like absorbing all the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Why
it.
are you so good, sir? Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah. What we played this week, played Smash 4, played Melee. We had kind of a bad Melee day yesterday. Just like the games didn't bring the hype, and I got kind of salty, and it just like we weren't. The vibe wasn't there, right? Smash 4 was a bit better today, though.
Yeah.
We kind of, I think, at least I was trying to like change the way I approach playing and commentating at the same time, because sometimes we get into a thing where we're just playing, and we don't talk because we're playing. We're like focusing.
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah, Melee
kinda
is very
hard to,
hard to play and talk at the same time.
Smash 4 is a bit easier.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to be more like, in the moment, like, oh, because sometimes we'll do crazy shit and neither of us will say anything, or just one of us. And the other guy's like, yeah, I know, but I'm still going to try to kill your ass.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Die. Bam.
Yeah, exactly. We played a different game for Wednesday this week, this past week. What did we play?
Played The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, or Trails in the Steel Cold.
It's in Trails of Cold Steel.
Yeah.
Trails of Cold Steel.
Okay.
That game is actually really good.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, a lot of things on it were like, "Yeah, this is like the greatest JRPG of all time" and stuff like that. And we're like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll try it out." And we're like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got kind of like a weird half Persona vibe, half like classic JRPG
Yeah,
vibe.
you do like you talk to people, you do like your daily kind of routine kind of thing that Persona does.
You're in like a military academy, so they have that whole school atmosphere down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And you have scenes inside the classroom where you have to answer questions. So it's like, and I think the game came out, like 2013?
Something like that. I'm not sure.
So it's not like I don't know how that fares with how Persona.
Well, Persona's been doing that since like
The very first game,
yeah.
you think?
Not
Okay.
the very first game, I don't think.
Yeah, probably like.
I think it was the third game they started doing the school system and shit like that. Persona 1 and 2 was just more of like a dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. I think we're going to continue to play. Is that going to take over West of Loathing? Did we get tired of that, or?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, West of Loathing. It's fun. A lot of talking for myself. I mean, I put that on myself. I like to voice act every single thing. But basically, it's me talking in various accents, like constantly.
Out of the 5 accents that Spencer can do.
That are Western.
That are Western.
All right.
Western.
All right. I have a wide range, just not Western. One of them, I do a British accent. I just chose to make this railroad guy British.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and it works.
What else?
It's fine.
We played Tales of Berseria,
Yeah.
and I mean, we always say, yeah, it's going good like always, but like at the moment, do you remember like where we're at in the game?
I really don't remember till we're there.
Yeah, I get amnesia until we start playing. It's weird.
And then it all comes back.
Yeah, it all comes rushing
It's
back.
like, oh god, huh? The JRPG memories, they're flooding back in.
Yeah. Oh my God, the most frustrating thing in the entire game. So at the very beginning of the game, you start out and you go through the first sequence, and then you get to the part where like the game's, you know, the character is kind of fleshed out, and it's like you know what the character is.
Oh, you're doing the story thing.
Yeah, and the main bad guy, right, calls you because you know, it's not really a spoiler. You're a demon in the game, right?
Yeah.
Calls you a Therian, like a demon Therian, and like, which gives you the ability to suck the malevolence out of other demons, turning them back into humans, right? And she literally sucks the soul, like the bad out of this guy, and they're still alive. I think.
Yeah.
Just this random dude, right? And then fast forward like 25, 30 hours into the game, right? Which is where we're at. And like for the past maybe 6 hours, it's like all the characters just forgot that she was a Therian, and forgot that apparently they can suck the soul out without killing the person. And now apparently you can't suck the soul out of a person
without killing them.
Yeah, you can't suck the malevolence out without killing them. All of a sudden, now it's like, and it was crazy. It's like she like almost looks at the camera and she's like, "Yeah, they'll die if you do that." Like now this is the reality. Like, what we saw you 20 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like, do this, and everyone's like, "Wait, she's a Therian? Does that mean that this?" And we've been sent for the past like probably 4 recording sessions going like, are these stupid? Do they not know? Rokuro literally talked about this the first time he met her, and he kind of knew what a Therian was.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now they're like rediscovering what a Therian is and how it fits with the whole like grand plan. And it's like, come on, guys, we're not stupid. Why are you stupid?
Stop being stupid, guys. God damn.
Yeah, it's super weird.
It's weird. And I think even one of the other characters, she's a witch, and so she's been around for a while, you know. So her age isn't what she looks like. She looks young, but she's much older. So she kind of vaguely talks about it too, like she knows. And then just nothing. None of the characters remember. It's like a big like surprise. They have like an unveiling moment.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff
have
like
like
that.
a whole scene played out. They're like, "Oh my God, Velvet's Therian."
Yeah, she has
bitch, we know. You saw her.
They go back to this
You
other
saw her
scene.
do the thing.
Yeah, they go back to this other area, and she talks in third person about herself, like, oh yeah, and then they had this demon down here, and that demon ate other demons, and
That
stuff
was
like that.
me.
And that was me. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking half the party knows this already.
Yeah.
They were there with you.
Yeah.
They also saw you suck the malevolence out of that guy,
Yeah.
and he was fine.
And like that's one of your major things. And the game calls it Therianization when you use it in battle, which gives you like an advantage against the person, and then you do a crazy move on them, right? They call it Therianization.
Damn, that's a cute ginger. Oh shit.
Get out of here, nerd.
Well, but yeah. So, anyways, Berserk is still good though. It's just confusing how they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if they just didn't mention it before and kind of had it more shrouded in mystery, then it would have been better. And we might have put it together ourselves, but maybe, you know, it's understandable that they don't know, but they fucking knew.
Yeah, they literally saw
right.
it happen.
What else did we play? We didn't play any more Divinity 8 since last time we played with you on Tuesday. Are we going to continue to do that for Into the Veil, or was that like a one-shot thing? Or
I kind of want to, but I don't know if we should do it for Into the Veil because that's about mixed review games.
Yeah.
that's what I was...
So it might just have to have like an RPG corner or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
pick another
I
night to
agree.
do it. Yeah, it's probably a better idea.
And then what else? Oh, I downloaded Simu, which is the Wii U emulator, and played some Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
And then I downloaded the 3DS emulator
Citra.
so I could play Pokemon. I own Pokemon. Like I own it on 3DS. And I was like, it'll be nice to play it on my computer. And then I was getting like, this is still like in development. The 3DS emulator is not that good. So I was getting like 60% like frames, right? So it's running slow. It's being a piece of shit. So then I overclocked my CPU and my RAM, and which is incredibly easy, by the way.
Yeah, it's like, what? This is so easy.
And then I'm getting like 90%-ish stuff, so it's playable. And then I played for like 2 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this. It's like I enjoyed the journey more than I enjoyed the destination.
Enjoyed the destination. Well, there's other 3DS games you can probably enjoy on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's crazy is overclocking the CPU and the RAM somehow messed up something else, like with the computer.
No, it didn't. That didn't mess up anything.
Well, I was talking about with the Steam Link.
No, that was from the Bitcoin miner.
Was that the Bitcoin miner?
Yeah.
See, we thought that it was
Yeah,
the
we thought,
overclocking was like causing.
That night we were trying to watch stuff on the Steam Link, and it was like freezing and being shitty.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then on Saturday we go to record Melee, and it's like slows the whole computer down to a crawl.
Yeah.
And I had a Bitcoin miner.
Yeah, we had a Bitcoin miner. But you see, what made us think that was that there was something in the computer revving up a lot, and like when it was revving up is when everything would go slow. And so Matt was thinking that maybe it was because he overclocked it. Because honestly, like the range you can overclock is crazy. You can get like much higher.
I was at 3.3 gigahertz on the CPU stock, and now it's like 4.3, and I can go higher.
Yeah, he could go to 4.5 or even more, and like apparently it can just do it. They just don't release it that way. Like, oh my god, it's like uncovering its hidden power. But yeah, it turned out to be a Bitcoin miner, which I mean is not what you want, but preferable to having the overclock be a problem.
Yeah,
because you can just get rid of the Bitcoin miner. And
then we also played a little bit of Xenoblade
Chronicles X.
Yeah, on the
the re-release or whatever.
Not a re-release.
It's on the Wii U.
Yeah, so there was Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then there's Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is like a different thing. It's like it's not the same story.
Okay. Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
I thought it was a re-release.
I mean, it's pretty good sci-fi, also kind of standard-ish. But yeah, I mean, I would recommend at least trying it out. It seems fun, from what I played.
I think that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, beware. There's a menu. For anybody watching, there's a menu thing where if you go to
the affinity chart,
which apparently you never actually have to use in the whole game, it can just crash the game. We thought it was because we were emulating it. No, the game shipped like that for some people.
Yeah, it's like unfixed.
Yeah, it just soft locks.
Yeah, it soft locks the console.
Well, no wonder why. No, the original Xenoblades was hard to get, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was hard to get or not because we played it way after it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps us up for what we played. Some pretty interesting stuff.
Or Shoizi.
I think I'm going to play Fire Emblem Awakening because it has my waifu Lucina in it.
Oh shit, you gotta play with your waifu.
Yeah. And it's got Robin too from
Fuck Robin, dude. Who gives a shit?
You can make Robin a female.
I never
play. It's still waifu.
I never ever play female characters if I can avoid
it. If it's generally like a male character, or if it's just your own character, yeah, I usually just play male. I'm not one of those that plays like female all the time. But first actual I guess conversation we're gonna have here. Are we gonna talk? Or we're gonna start with PUBG? Well, I mean, the first thing on the list was 2K18, but we can start with PUBG. So PUBG and Fortnite are having issues. And Fortnite is a game made by Epic Games, which is the company that
made
Unreal Engine 4 that PUBG runs off of. And what's happening is PUBG, for those who don't know, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, unlike honestly everyone knows who that game is now. It is a battle royale game, so you have 100 people on the same map.
Yeah, you all fly in from an aircraft carrier. You all pick up weapons and then you kill each other. Yeah, you can be in squads or just solo, and you just have to survive until the end and see who's getting the chicken dinner, right? Fortnite is a separate game, but they're releasing a mode called Battle Royale, where it's literally like the same thing, and the developers of Bluehole. The developers of PUBG have kind of a problem with it because they're paying royalties to Epic Games for the use of Unreal. I almost said Unreal Tournament 4 for the Unreal Engine 4, and but then Epic Games is making a mode that is very much like the game that they have, which is funny because the Battle Royale whole game mode started with I think H1Z1, like popularized it basically.
Yeah.
So it's funny that they're getting all pissy about it when they nicked their idea as well.
Well, I don't. You see that's what's weird is I seem to remember something about PlayerUnknown was the guy who had like had the idea in a different game, and I don't know if it was H1Z1 or maybe a different Battle Royale game, and then chose to go his own way with it.
I think he was like the creator or like one of the like top people that created H1Z1 or 7 Days. I think it's H1Z1, but it's either that one or 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
And then he either they made the fucking Battle Royale version for H1Z1 or he went on to make PUBG.
Yeah. So
way,
he had a
but
hand in the original thing. So he has some kind of co-ownership of that idea. So is what the thing is. But yeah, like how can you first off, how can you own a genre, right? And I don't think that that's what's in question here because they've had a lot of articles that were like, hey, it's not about the game. It's about the fact that we're paying royalties to Epic Games and then they're making a game just like ours. Why should we be paying them royalties to?
Because you're using their engine.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Just because you're using their engine doesn't mean that you can't they can't make their own little genre. That doesn't make any sense.
I can understand a little bit why they're miffed, right? Because it's like, oh, well, that's shitty, right? But there's really nothing that can be done about it.
They're like the biggest game right now, basically.
Yeah.
And Fortnite kind of sucks. No one really is playing it.
Yeah,
it's not that good. So.
Oh, and this mode's going to be a free-to-play mode. You don't have to pay. I'm not sure if you don't have to pay for the new mode or if literally you don't even have to pay for the game to get the mode. If it's completely free, I'm not sure.
Might just be a free add-on.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And that interview they had with PC Gamer, CH Kim, not even like PlayerUnknown's the ones like talking about this. It's the executive. What's his name? Marketing events manager. CH Kim. I think he's the executive director of the Blue Hole itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the one that seems to be talking about it. And I'll post a link here on the chats. Boop. And boop. But like kind of like glancing through this and like reading a giant portion of it, it kind of seems like he doesn't even know what he wants from the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's just saying like, well, we have a problem with it because we're using their engine. We're paying them money. I think it'll be fair if they like pay us royalties to use money, or at least talk to us about this kind of stuff before making your own version of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like the only like legitimate concerns he posted on this, or he said in this interview, is like, we're just kind of worried that in the future that instead of like updating the Unreal Engine for us first, they'll update it for their game instead, such as like better tweaks for getting like 100 players to play at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just various fixes and upgrades like that. Kind of like push PUBG into the back burner or whatever. So
yeah, but I don't think Fortnite is going to be the one that does that. I think PUBG already has a foothold in that genre market.
Yeah, the only thing that Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I don't see them being pushed out.
Yeah.
Especially by fucking Fortnite.
Yeah. Unless Fortnite ends up being just like absolutely amazing, which I doubt it. Well, I'm talking about that mode.
People are playing it now.
That mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I can see that would be kind of like an advantage is Fortnite's Battle Royale mode is being released on all platforms all at once.
Yeah.
So they have that type of advantage.
They're going to beat them to the console markets before PUBG.
So that's interesting. What you said about having possible engine upgrades go first to their own game, it makes sense that would happen. That's something that will happen.
First party game.
But I could see how they were like, they could they could fix certain issues and then have that exclusively in their game. And they're not even they don't even have to release that as a part of the Unreal Engine. They could just update their own version of the Unreal Engine and just keep it in their game and have an advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a released engine that people use, and then they have their own shit that they can use. They don't have to even do that. So I don't see why they wouldn't, to try to get some kind of relevancy. Because really, they're not stealing something from PUBG. They're just trying to gain relevancy at all in the first place. They're not going to take over. Like the millions of people in PUBG aren't going to just move over. You have to make.
Oh, Fortnite's got a half semi regular mode like this. Oh, I'll join Fortnite now. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Instead of all my friends who are playing PUBG.
And really, what it'll take is like maybe it would have to be.
It's
Like-
not Fortnite. Fortnite is not going to do it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like if any game came across, it'd have to be like 45% of the current like top streamers that stream PUBG would have to then move to Fortnite to have that type of effect. Because that's really
or a
what
game
runs it.
comes out that's better,
Yeah,
which is what killed H1Z1 King of the Kill, which is their battle royale mode.
yeah,
PUBG did it better and then killed it.
yeah. Well, they made it more arcade-like because in King of the Kill, because of the way H1Z1 worked, you could jump out a window and like break your leg and shit, and it was a bit more complicated with the crafting.
You thinking about DayZ?
No, I thought H1Z1 had stuff like that where you could hurt yourself
I
like
think
that.
that's DayZ.
Well, I know Daisy does. I was just saying I thought
well,
that
I don't
H1Z1
know.
also had it.
Fuck them.
Fuck them all.
But yeah, so that's what's happening with that. I don't think anything's gonna really go any further. It feels like they just mentioned it as like this is a thing. They're being douches.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, also in their advertising, they were using PUBG as an example without PUBG's permission. So
Yeah, there was that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you don't have to have their permission to be like, hey, we're gonna have a battle mode like PUBG.
but if they're working closer together, I mean, it's kind of weird. But
Well, not even
I'm
asking
sure we're gonna
permission,
hear
just
more
like
about
letting
this.
them know, be like, hey guys, we're making one like yours too. Haha, friendly rivalry. But instead, it was like, here's our battle royale mode.
inspired heavily by PUBG.
Play Fortnite,
Sure.
please play Fortnite.
Please, we're begging you. I think the craziest thing is like PC Gamer has this on like their popular news ticker alongside like best indie games of the week, Overwatch permabans, blah blah blah. But it's PUBG versus Fortnite, so apparently it's a boxing fight now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they don't.
Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
The
But
developers of Fortnite and the developers of Bluehole meet in the ring.
have a keyboard fight. Yeah, keyboard fight.
All right, moving on to the next topic here. We have NBA 2K18 microtransactions. So, what do you know about this, Fiskeg? What's your take?
From the little bit I read of it, that they were just going crazy with their VC, which is short for virtual currency.
Yeah,
They couldn't even come
How
up
do
with a
you-
cool name like Basket Bucks.
Basket.
that is a great
We'll play some
name.
basketball.
Holy shit!
NBA or who does that? EA. Who makes the NBA 2K18?
I thought it was 2K games.
Yeah, 2K.
Yeah.
Either way,
NBA 2K.
Well, you're now their lead marketer, so congratulations on your promotion. Good job.
Congratulations on the promotion and new job.
Yeah. Congratulations. Good luck. You have a whole hell of a lot of bullshit to deal with because of this microtransaction bullshit.
Yeah, but at
Yeah.
least it has a cool name now, though. Like the Basket
Yeah.
Bucks. I mean, you
It's-
get that.
The Basket Bucks didn't have a really good ratio of like putting money into it and getting entertainment out of it because apparently like before they fixed this whole thing, well,
I don't think they fixed it.
they've made some changes where instead of like paying 1,500 virtual currency to simply change your hair into like a fade or like a shortcut or whatever, 100 for most haircuts and colors and dyes and stuff like that or
Oh,
whatever.
so they lowered the amounts a bit. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, I mean, basically what the system is, it's been in 2K for like in previous games, and it's not something that's new. But what's different is how like just far they're taking this.
You basically you start the game with 6,000 VC on your character, and then that's enough to raise your stats from a 60 overall rating. So you have like a bunch of different shit you can put points into. So you start at 60, you have 6,000 VC. If you spend all 6,000 VC on your character, you get to an overall ranking of 62. So you go up 2 ranks,
Yeah,
which is bullshit.
yeah, and the whole thing's based around like the road to 99. Like you want to be ranked 99 and have the best fucking player and shit like that. Which first off, I mean, I'm not gonna play the game long enough to do that. That's not a goal of mine. I want just enough to be able to beat all like the in-game players. I'm not going to be playing online, so fuck it, right? And then secondly, I mean, you can get these points in game, but they're highly
you get so little.
Yeah, you get so little compared to just buying it yourself.
Yeah. And then you use VC for everything. So you buy a haircut, like Spencer was saying.
Well, Fitzcake.
Well, Fitzcake was saying. You just talk so much, I just assumed.
Yeah, I got you.
And so you pick the hairstyle. It costs like 1,500 VC, so that's like 50 games you got to play.
Yeah.
And then you don't even get to preview the haircut. And if you go back and get a new haircut, you haven't unlocked that haircut. You have to buy that haircut again. And you don't get to see what they look like. So if it looks like shit, you're out 1,500 VC.
Yeah, which apparently they might have, like what he was saying, have at least lowered that amount. But the other points still stand. They don't have a representation of what your hair looks like before it comes in, like every other fucking game ever in the existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't unlock them as you go. You have to like go in and pay for the new haircut every time. Which some games, I mean, that goes back and forth, right? Some games you pay for the haircut. Other games you like unlock a new haircut and then go to a place to get it done, and then pay like a little bit in-game currency or like money or whatever. But like, I don't know how this is going to affect. I mean, how does this affect online play? I'm not sure that it would. As far as I know, online play you just play the teams versus each other. Like
I have no idea. I think you can play your custom character online.
Yeah, but not like competitively or anything like that. Although I don't know how much.
Do you actually know that, or are you just saying that?
I don't know that. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, then you probably shouldn't say it like a fact.
Well, because I was under the assumption.
Okay, well,
that
we'll just move on.
You would play a team
we're going to talk about this after the podcast.
Super fact.
And then what else? Oh, and also the game is just shitty. Apparently, people were talking about how like you can't hit layups anymore. You can't do alley oops, and then you can't do like they changed the shooting mechanics. The shooting mechanics. Yeah, it's a first person shooter now.
It's not a cover shooter anymore.
Yeah, that it's just like it's so much worse than NBA 2K17.
Hey, Liftinger, how's it going?
So
Left-hander. Yeah, no. The only thing, from what I read, the only thing they changed was the prices for the haircuts. They haven't changed like the stat stuff or the not being able to preview your haircuts and whatnot. So
making your character. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just saying that's like the only update they have made so far. So
yeah, making your character like apparently worse in the beginning, just over incentivizes having to buy these points to then up your character's rank in order to actually get anywhere near like or even just respectable.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't make sense. You're playing an NBA game and you're playing an NBA like games. You're not going to be one of those people who can do a fucking layup.
Well, you start at
like college or high school?
Yeah, you start like high school, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I knew plenty of high school students, including myself, who couldn't do anything more than layup. So.
Yeah, because you're 5'5".
I'm 5'8".
Oh shit!
All right, that's 3 whole inches. Yeah, that makes it easier to hit the basket. I doubt that, but you know, whatever.
Well, yeah,
every inch counts.
I don't know. The sports games are such a niche. They have like such a core audience.
Yeah.
That, like, they're just like, and it's a full price 60. It's not even like, oh, it's like $40 with a whole bunch of premium fee to play bullshit.
And what's crazy is like this is the type of system that would be in the game like already. That they wouldn't have to pay for. You just like work towards it and get points and stuff like that, like an RPG, because that's the road that they're going down now, apparently for sports games. But making it not only harder to get those points, and then making you kind of worse at the beginning than the previous games, and then making
you start at 60 no matter what.
And okay, and
see, you just say stuff.
No, I was talking about what you said before, and they said the layups were worse and stuff like that.
Well, no, they're saying the
overall...
layup, like the mechanics, the game mechanics are worse.
Well, you didn't specify that. I thought the character was worse.
Did.
Well, okay. Well, I was just saying, and then adding in, hey, you can pay to get better, though, is like real kind of like, for the average player, that's like, oh, okay, that's an option now. They might even see it as like a bonus or like a preferred route, which is
how come
shitty.
We have not been using this font for the topic?
Oh my god, this is a sick font.
The Bank Gothic
shit.
BT.
Yeah, check out this font. This sick font, dude.
It like goes with our other edgy stuff.
Yeah, we're using Crunch for ours. All right, so moving on to the next topic. We got hey Fiskate, go on, tell us about Resident Evil 7's DLC.
Oh yeah, I sure can. So the DLC that was like like in limbo for a while. The Not a Hero you get to play as Chris Redfield is finally coming out.
Nice.
From the gameplay video, which you can see here. Yes, PC Gamer is the official sponsor of this week's episode with all its facts and whatnot. No, it's not. That's not real. Please don't sue. PC Gamer. Please, no, don't kill us.
I mean, why though? It's like free, and now it's free. They're not even paying us now.
Yeah, now we're just doing it for funsies. But so they're finally releasing it after saying like, oh, we don't know where it's gonna be at. Oh boy. Or if we're gonna release it, oh boy. They finally released a gameplay video which shows you playing as Chris Redfield, working for the new Umbrella.
Ooh.
Which
Called
I guess
Parasol.
is not Parasol.
I know something
The
about
Parasol.
parasols.
What do you know?
I just played Peach and she has a parasol. Look, it
Oh,
was a
okay.
smash joke. You know, it doesn't land on everybody.
This doesn't land every time. It doesn't
Like my
smash.
turnips. That Peach is fuck it.
You tried. You tried so hard.
Unless someone shines them, it's not working.
Oh, no, you're still gonna keep on. All right.
No.
Get
That was
all
the
your
last
system.
one. That was the last one.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, yeah. I've lost my track. Okay, yeah.
My
so,
bad.
anyways, it's all action packed. You get like a HUD, like in fucking from like Halo or whatnot, because you just see Chris put on the helmet, and you got like life bars and shit. Looks a lot more fun.
What I'm disappointed with is like it's the same fucking dumb enemies. Those are the worst designed enemies of all time. Like, oh, they're bush monsters.
Hey, they're slimy bush monsters, and there's a difference.
There's a
Slimish monsters. There you go.
Yeah.
They're smush monsters.
I would have liked if they had thrown some new enemy types. Well, not new enemy types, but new enemy units, basically.
Yeah, I hope that there is. I mean, they have that monster bush that comes at you. You know, the big one.
That's what if you don't trim your hedges.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens, and you get stay on top of that. You were saying that it was action packed. I have a different opinion. It looks slow as fuck still. Like, I don't know if that was the gameplay actor.
You have
was
to
like,
compare it to the OG RE7.
That's true.
Yeah.
What are you comparing it to?
It's still like a slow.
I still
slower
felt like
action.
it was slow. Yeah.
No, I thought it was. I think it hits a good medium.
You think
Biscake, what do you think?
I think it's gonna be more action packed than the first Resident Evil 7, but it's still not gonna be like as action packed as Resident Evil 6, which we don't talk about.
Or Call of Duty.
Or Call of Duty.
Spencer's over here. He's like, I want to run on walls.
No, I'm just saying, like the way he seems to move, he seems to still move like slow, like the aiming's still kind of slow, and it was just like, oh, these things are moving super slow towards you. Okay, headshot. Like
I do like the parry system though. I think that's cool.
that parry system was sick.
Oh yeah, like him being able to like punch their heads off and shit.
Yeah, for a split second when he was doing it, I'm like, why is he just standing there? Why is he standing there? Oh, he parried, and that was cool.
Yeah, no, I think we'll probably see more and like find out more. I think somewhere in this they said, oh no, they were just talking about that fat molded that shows up at the very end,
Right.
about different favorite enemy types and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you can also get this on December 12th. It'll be released for all the variations of the Resident Evil 7 because
And
on
it's
December
free.
12th, yeah, free for all versions of the game. And also on December 12th, they're releasing the gold version, which is the Game of the Year edition, I think, if I remember correctly.
It's going to come
Whereas-
with one free DLC. What the fuck is in the Game of the Year edition?
All the paid DLC you can pay for, that you get, like the challenges and whatnot.
Oh yeah, we don't have any of those.
I didn't even know that I thought so. The only story DLC is this Chris Redfield one.
Yeah, everything else is just like challenges and whatnot, I think, if I remember correctly.
That's interesting.
I don't care
Yeah.
anything about that. I want the story.
Give me the sweet, sweet story.
I mean, that was the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
right.
But yeah, so stay tuned. December 12th. Don't be a hero.
Yeah, and if you watch that, I mean, it's also still just an announcement trailer. I'm sure there's going to be other trailers in the future. We'll probably see some gameplay, some additional gameplay, so that's pretty nice. The next topic we got going on here. So we've talked about this before in the past, but we're going to mention it again. The Shadow of War DLC for Goth, the charity DLC, we got an update for you. I don't know how much we really want to talk about it,
Not very much.
There's not really an article about this either. We just saw a Reddit post where someone had noticed something. But basically, that particular DLC was going to be worldwide, but now it's no longer showing on the EU or the Canadian stores for Steam.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're pulling it back so they can like refigure out their shit. So when they actually release it, they're not being total asshats about it, and they actually give some of it to charity like they said. Or if they're like, you know what, let's cut our losses. We're just going to sell it in America, and everyone else go fuck yourselves.
Well, actually, post.
Hmm?
Did you guys go back to the post today and check it out?
Oh yeah, we should see if there's an update on that.
There is. It's not available on the US Steam page as well, but it is somehow available on the Microsoft Store for the Xbox One.
All right, so if you want it, grab it.
Yeah, that's weird.
What's going on there? I don't know if they're just trying to like figure some shit out.
Yeah,
because after like called out about their whole fine print thing of like not being able to, like the donations only apply in certain states or whatnot. They still haven't like officially said anything about that, so I'm wondering if they're just like trying to figure their shit out or what.
Yeah, they might do like a re-release of it, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not make it day one. Although they did push back the official date too. It doesn't matter
if it's day one or not.
Yeah,
like that's not the point. The point is they weren't specific with where the money was going.
Yeah,
and then claimed it was going to go to charity and to the family when, there's like $1.50 or $2 or whatever that were unaccounted for, and then in those states where you bought it, where'd the whole $5 go?
Yeah, exactly. So
and WB is a huge company, so they could eat the cost of the whatever Steam takes their cut of.
Yeah,
but they didn't do that.
Nope. No. So and we covered that last time too. If you go to our previous podcast, we talk about it, and I think two previous podcasts we have conversations about this. There's one specifically that mentions it's just basically all about microtransactions. That episode, it's like 23. Yeah. So that's an update for you. Apparently they're pulling them off. No explanation why. And I actually looked it up earlier because I didn't remember that it was just a Reddit post that we saw. I didn't see any articles about it. So I mean, I don't know if there is. Maybe.
It's weird. There's no articles about it whatsoever. It's just only on that Reddit post.
I bet you they're all waiting until Monday or Tuesday.
God, are we breaking the news? No.
Oh shit! Hot, sweet news coming to you fresh.
All right, man. We're moving to these topics pretty quick this time. Fiskcake, why don't you tell us about Sonic Forces and Hooters?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
Well, Sonic Forces is doing a promotional campaign with,
Hooters.
The classic Sonic franchise marketers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sega.
Sexy.
And then they go Hooters.
Hooters.
It's actually just a whole production. Like they have an entire like dance number and everything.
Oh God! What if Sega owns Hooters now? Oh no!
Well, hopefully they don't crash it like their console.
Yeah, starting this October, as reported by 4Gamer, there will be a Sonic Forces promotional tie-up at Hooter restaurants in Tokyo. It's in Tokyo.
You got to go fast to Tokyo to see all these Hooters. Yeah.
You were pointing at something, Matt? I don't know.
Well, yeah, because you asked Fiskcake, and then you just like read the article.
Oh no, yeah, I was just continuing.
No, you're fine.
I was just continuing. Yeah, my bad. I wasn't sure if you had the article in front of you or anything like that.
It's just literally like 2 paragraphs and a couple pictures of Sonic hanging out with the Hooters girls. So we'll probably hear more in October.
Yeah,
which is kind of soon.
There's literally not anything more about it. I was hoping for like some additional stuff, and this guy's just like, maybe they had some other promotional stuff in the 90s, and maybe they have some kind of thing. I don't know. But it's in Tokyo, so it's like, why Hooters, and why specifically Tokyo Hooters? And I didn't even realize that Tokyo had Hooters.
Yeah, I also did. I'm more surprised that Tokyo.
Yeah, that's the real story
Hooters
here.
is outside of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hooters, guys. Get over it.
When we get down to brass tacks here, all right. Are the Hooters girls the same in Tokyo as they are in America?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like clothing guidelines and everything like that. You think so?
They have pictures of them in that article. You piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See it? Yeah, it's right there.
They look the
You
same.
got the evidence.
Do you think it's like one of those things where it's like in Japan, but it's like an American experience? You know, it's like, oh, go
I
to
don't think
Hooters.
so, because they have Asian women in there. So.
No, I know they're not gonna ship over freaking American women. I'm saying like you have like a whole if you were to go to Hooters in America, this is what it would be like, and they got like the beer and the wings and stuff like that. You know, that's what I was saying. Like, or is it like a Japanese version of Hooters where like instead I don't know what
probably
Japanese
have ramen instead of wings.
I was avoiding saying Japanese specific foods like crab puffs or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that's actually Japanese specific. But yeah, so that's interesting.
So Sonic Forces and Hooters teaming up like you've been asking for the last 10 years.
Yeah, finally,
the
right?
Dream Team.
Do you know what Sonic Forces is? Like, what kind of game is that? Is it going to be like Sonic Mania?
No, it's like a Sonic 3D game, but you can make your own character.
Oh, so it's like now you're part of the Sonic world. You make your own hedgehog, or
yeah, like it has like the old chubby Sonic in it and like the new fast Sonic in it, but like it's still like a 3D racing, or not racing, but like a 3D Sonic game.
What, you're saying that Chubby Sonic can't be fast?
I think that's their.
Yeah, he's overweight, Spencer.
They're archetypes.
And we all know about my stance on fat people.
Oh, right.
Watch Into the Veil.
Watch Into the Veil. You'll get a whole workup about that.
No, jeez.
But yeah, so that's happening.
So, look out for that. Go to Tokyo Hooters. Check that shit out.
Yeah, only the highest quality news here on Constant Complete. And then we have Divinity 2, Divinity Original Sin 2. Actually breaks records when it comes to CRPGs. Fiska, you had more information about that. So what specifically is going on there?
I didn't read anything about that. I had the damage combo.
Yeah, you had the damage combo part. Gotcha. Yeah, so also there's apparently an infinite loop damage combo. But I have some right here. It's cool. So apparently they've jumped to nearly 500,000 copies sold over the weekend of this last weekend. And apparently the whole release was like just incredibly strong. And let me just see here. While sales figures from Steam Spy are always to be taken with a liberal pinch of seasoning, it's safe enough to say that at the time of this particular writing, that it was approximately 300,000 people owned the game on Steam. And what is more relevant is the metric of launch success is concurrent players. The game clocked in at just over 75,000 players at one point, while dwarfed by competitive juggernauts such as PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. They have still broken the record for their type of game.
Yeah, they're killing.
I mean, it's a pretty solid game.
I think the thing that really skyrocketed it is the online play.
Yeah, the local co-op and online co-op, and just the interconnectability, and the fact that you have 4 players in one adventure, and also fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically any you can do your own thing, and whoever else is in the party can do their own thing. Like they can be like an other side of the world fucking shit up while you're still doing your own quest. It's
or they
a lot
can
of freedom.
actively like mess with you. Like my character, he knows how to craft poisoned food and stuff. So I could just I don't know how I do it, but I could give Matt poisoned food. Haha.
Yeah, that would be
I'm a
funny.
team player, so I really don't have any ideas on how to fuck someone's games. I guess you could do what happened to us live on stream. This motherfucker just came into our group because apparently we hadn't yet figured out how to make it just like locked so nobody else could enter, and we had an extra slot open. And this guy just came in and then just went forward and picked a fight with someone. Yeah. And we had to fight him because this asshole, and then Matt kicked him, and then this kid got a sweet mace. But it
was pretty cool. Good time.
So griefing is what I'm saying. Griefing happens.
But yeah, it's actually crazy,
grief.
and it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, we need more RPGs that are multiplayer.
Yeah, that's honestly like
that are
the
as
best.
deep and intricate as Divinity.
Yeah,
so I can't wait to see it a year later after people have time to mess with the game master mode and all that fun shit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
And mods, they have mod support.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game, guys. Go get it now. Divinity 2, Original Sin 2, Divinity Original 2 Sin.
Two original, 2 sin. Tell us about that
2
combo
worlds,
loop.
2 sin. Oh, well, it's fixed now, but basically, there was a way that you could, using like an undead character and using something called like soulmate or whatever. Basically, you would soulmate your undead character and have the undead character do like a poison and fire thing at the same time. eventually what was happening was that your enemy would be constantly like losing like 6 or 5 points of damage from like a burn effect or something because of your undead character who was also burning but also poisoning at the same time.
You would be healing.
But he'd be healing himself, and somehow the soulmate that he was attached to would also be healing him, so he wouldn't like die or anything.
Yeah.
The Larian, the studio that made the game, they looked into it, and they're like, oh well. At first glance, they're like, oh well, that's just part of the game. There's no big thing about that, so don't try to exploit it too much. But I guess like after further checking into it, he was like, oh, it actually is a bug. Never mind. This has gotta go.
Yeah, because I was reading an article before, just even before this, where they were talking about they really wanted to make the game the actual like apparently they have a mode, and I don't know if it's in the game right now because honestly I haven't checked. We go right to the game when we play, but there's I guess either going to be or there is a competitive mode. Where,
the arena.
Yeah, the arena. Okay, so that's in the game, and like apparently it's very very deep, and there's like lots of strategy there, and it really rewards using the environment and thinking of cool ways to do stuff. So that makes sense that when he saw it, he's like, yeah, that's just that's how the game is. If you're smart enough to figure it out, go ahead.
Yeah.
But so I mean, it's really cool that he had that initial response, but then of course he finds out it's a bug, then you got to fix it because bugs can create more problems down the road. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It was also getting to the point, like the video of watching it happen, like the game couldn't keep up with like the amount of damage and healing was going on.
Right.
So eventually, like it skipped for like probably like I don't know, like probably entire frames and whatnot, and like suddenly like instead of like slowly losing health, the guy like lost like a giant chunk of health, and it just kept going, but it was just like sputtering all over the place. It was like, oh,
yeah, that's probably something you want to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not normal. Like it didn't crash or anything. It just grinded it to like almost a halt.
Hey, I mean, honestly, that says something about the game's resilience.
Yeah, going strong, no matter how much damage is going on. Oh.
And just one last mention. This is kind of the last like official thing that we had planned to talk about.
Wait 1 second. Fitzcake, after this, we're just going to talk about new releases that are coming up.
Yeah, let me go check it out.
All right. Yeah. So while they're doing that, there are things in computers and consoles called RAM, right? Memory sticks. It's what holds information for a short period of time or for things to work properly, right? So it's very, very important, and it's important to have lots of it and have it be fast. So currently we have DDR4, which is the current kind of standard for the actual memory that computers and consoles and anything else uses. And in 2019, it has been announced that they will be coming out with DDR5, which the baseline speed is it's actually twice the speed of the baseline speed of the current memory cards. So it's kind of exciting. One thing that's a little weird is the fastest cards that we have right now in DDR4 are only slightly slower than the baseline speed of the DDR5s. And so some people are like, it doesn't seem like that big of a jump, but I mean, honestly, the baseline speed is like twice as fast as the baseline speed before.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Thinking
as
about overclocking it.
Yeah. Well, think about overclocking it, and think about just like with when a new console comes out, the games that are released on it years later are so much better than the games that came out with it. Not to mention that, of course, newer cards will come out where they'll utilize DDR4 more effectively, and you'll get faster and faster speeds on those particular cards. So it's pretty good. It's pretty exciting. Unfortunately, we just had this news like basically 2 years, like a year and a half in advance. But hopefully when it comes out, it's not too expensive because I would love to move on to that. I remember moving on from DDR3 to DDR4, and that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
it was like a major difference. Like you could have, I don't remember the exact amounts, but you could have more DDR3 by quite a bit and still have less speeds and effectability than if you would have just DDR4. So pretty crazy. All right, guys. So did you guys find anything to talk about as far as releases?
Well, we talk about ones that look interesting.
Yeah, we got a couple you guys probably know about, so we can get into that.
I mean, Total War Warhammer 2.
Total War Warhammer 2 coming out September 28th.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's coming out. Are you guys going to get it?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard because although
their DLC, dude, is so expensive, and then they lock like the race that I like behind like a $12 paywall, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play the game. I played for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's dense. It is incredibly dense.
So
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
not a strategy game guy, so most of the time I'm not a strategy game guy, so it's kind of hard for me to get into that stuff. It's like,
But
I had to be smart for this.
yeah, but apparently
Fuck.
the game's gonna be it's gonna have like 117 factions or some crazy shit. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be
Oh yeah, you said that last week. That's right.
yeah, it's gonna be insane.
And then Cuphead. I mean, that looks good.
Finally,
Yeah, finally after years.
years.
It's
Don't
basically
deal with the
like,
devil.
like an old school style platformer with a super old school style like Disney animation,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
the Disney cartoons that are in black and white.
yeah, like the 30s.
Yeah, so it looks like that.
And we'll see if we can get you guys a link here just so you can check it out.
But it looks really cool, and it's all like hand drawn. I think
Yeah,
it's like pretty crazy.
Remember right?
yeah, the amount of work that has gone into it is actually insane. And they've spent a lot of time trying to make sure that the game is difficult but possible. And it really seems like they've done a lot to try to craft it. But I mean, it's been coming out for like 3 or 4 years now.
I think it was
Yeah.
announced. I don't think it's been coming out.
Well, okay, announced, but they've had it at like multiple E3s and stuff like that,
Bless you.
in playable
Oh,
demos
no.
and all that.
Bless me.
What else we
Bless
got?
me, my child.
We got
Ruiner. It's that I think it's like the top-down action game from Devolver Digital.
right.
where
Yeah.
You're like fighting people in the future or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I like future games. I like action games. I'm not really big on top-down games.
Yeah, I'm not big on top-down twin sticks.
Like twin stick shooters and stuff like that. I mean, it's all right. It just feels like one big mini game to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. But that kind of looks cool. Might
Yeah.
get that. I'll see. You guys are not interested in Senran Gakura's Peach Beach Splash?
Nah, dude, I'm all about Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
Actually, I've heard that those are good games. It's kind of like a twisted Phoenix Wright game if you're into Phoenix Wright.
No, I mean, I'm interested in Phoenix Wright. I haven't actually played any.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get the concept. You're like in courtrooms and stuff.
I mean, I'm more
think that's
interested in
correct.
FIFA Ronaldo edition.
Oh shit!
The
You know what?
Ronaldo
Icon Edition or Legacy Edition?
Does it have Ronaldo? Didn't know.
Well, I think they do. I think that's the guy in the. Is that not Ronaldo on the
I don't know anything about
box?
like football at all.
Football. Yeah, me neither. Oh god.
But they have four versions of the game coming out. At least they're all releasing the same day. But why would you get regular when you can get Legacy?
No, Legacy only comes out on Xbox 360 and PS3. That's
They
why.
have different versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Legacy Edition
And
comes out on the
Ronaldo
old
and
systems.
Icon Edition only comes out on Xbone and PS4.
So really, if you're on PC, you're fucking screwed.
No, you just get the you still get FIFA 18. You just don't get the Ronaldo or the Icon
Well,
edition.
yeah, you're screwed out of Ronaldo.
Everybody wants a
assholes.
Ronaldo.
I'll buy
damn
it twice.
I'll buy it twice.
I love FIFA so much I bought it twice.
That makes sense why it's called Legacy Edition now, because that version is only for the last generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps it up for
Cool.
us. There hasn't been that many
Yeah.
crazy cool shit.
I mean, Total War Warhammer 2, it's going to be big. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, Total Biscuit was playing it a lot. He likes it a lot.
And I mean,
yeah.
if he likes a strategy game and stuff like that, at least you know it's like challenging and has interesting gameplay because he's all about the mechanics.
And pro consumer.
Now, yeah. Well, you know, he doesn't really talk about the DLC that much, but it's a bit more. It's strange. It's kind of understanding having like when they release like entire, like the size of the DLC that they release is at least respectable. It's not like they're just nickel and diming you for every tiny thing.
Yeah, looking at you, NBA 2K.
Yeah, it's more like expansions, but even still, like
It's still, and it never goes on sale.
it never goes on sale, and the amount that they release with, I feel like is substantially lower than I would want because they have so many DLC races that they eventually come out with. Like, man, can't you just add in some like?
Yeah,
Just
basically,
give me
it's
some
like,
free shit. Come on.
like
Yeah,
why
it's
would
not
you
the game.
buy Total War Warhammer 2 when it comes out when you know there's going to be a GOT edition?
In like a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then you won't be up on the times. You know what I'm saying? Won't be up on the
yeah,
times.
but you'll save
you'll-
like $50.
You won't get those hot streaming ads and
Look,
stuff
if
from
there's
people.
one thing my dad taught me is to be frugal.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
mic drop.
I don't know enough about your dad to dispute that. So.
Fiskay's like, no, he didn't say that. He never said that.
Oh, I know, Mr. Moore, and he would never say that. Okay, I don't think you know your own father.
Oh shit, you're right.
All right, Fiskay, tell the people where you could be found.
You can find me on Twitter at the Fist Cake. I tweet sometimes. I haven't done a whole lot besides play Persona 5, which hopefully I'm trying to finish it this week so I can start working on YouTube. Finally, Jesus, God, Persona's been taking my entire life.
It's so good though, right?
It's pretty fun. I got Persona'd out last night because I was like halfway paying attention, like half watching the It movies with Evie.
All right.
Like the old one, the new one, a lot of that fun stuff. And I got to the part where you're in that Okohumura's Foods, where you're supposed to like find like the specific executive director bot.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay attention to that, so I just felt like.
Oh yeah, you had to do the puzzle, like to answer the questions and shit.
Yeah, I had to like figure like, oh, what does he like and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I spent like literally an hour just doing that. I'm like, what am I supposed to be getting here? And like finally, like the last one, I kind of like paid attention. I saw the red text. I'm like, oh,
right, pay attention.
Yeah.
Oops. It's an hour back, but boy, are my characters leveled up. But hopefully next week. Well, I don't want to say, but when I upload stuff on YouTube, you can catch me at youtube.com/thefistcake.
You know what we need? We need some more Fizzcake World Fire Pro Wrestling. That's what we need.
Is that what the people demand?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, all right. I think
crazier and crazier. You got to get those guys in there, man.
I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have an idea for that, so I should be able to do that. I'm going to start recording this coming weekend. If I beat Persona or not, I'm going to record this weekend. So
nice.
So that if I ever stream, it's twitch.tv/thefistcake. There's a theme here. The Fist Cake. Look up the Fist Cake. You see a fist and a cake.
That's
like,
him.
That's me. I'm the Fist Cake.
Yeah, he is Fist Cake.
I'm the Fist Cake. So where can people find you since you guys actually do things?
Well, if you want to head over to our YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/NeanderthalGamingTV. We upload Smash 4 content there. We upload Smash Melee content up there. So we have just daily episodes. Then we have our weekend videos. We also upload VOD versions of all of our stream content there as well. And it's usually like we stream and then the next, like the very next week is when we release all the episodes. So, well, not all of them at once, of course, daily, but you can get all that content there as well. You can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv. You can follow us on Twitter, because I meant to talk about Twitter, at NeanderthalGTV.
Yeah, it's not like it's in a line or anything.
Yeah,
like
I know,
that.
right? But yeah, you can follow us on Twitter there, and that's where all of the updates will go. Maybe you might see some tweeting back to some Smash people. You know, if you can handle that, you're good, right? You can also see us live on twitch.tv/NeanderthalGamingTV, where we of course stream this, the Content Complete podcast, as well as on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're doing usually it's Tales of Berseria Monday, and then Tuesday we got Into the Veil, and on Wednesday it was West of Loathing, but we're probably going to be doing Trails of Cold Steel for the time being, because that seems like a pretty good game, and for some reason now we're the RPG stream, so whatever.
Well, I mean, it gives us time to play these games that we never like sit down and play. We hardly ever sit down and play games without recording it or whatever, like together.
Yeah, especially just hanging out. Yeah. It gives us a chance to do that for sure.
Because there's so many RPGs that we're like, oh, we need to play that, like fucking the first Xenoblade, fucking Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, we're like 15 or 16 hours into the first Xenoblade, and I was loving it, and then just like never got back to it.
Never came back.
And you know, like Legend of Dragoon, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a whole like 30 episode series of that on YouTube, and we're like, yeah, we'll get back to it.
I still have the saves.
Yeah, so I guess we could get back to it. But
18 return.
Yeah. As far as the Content Complete specific information, you can follow us on Twitter at ConcomCast. You can send us any suggestions or ideas to our Gmail account, contentcompletecast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/ConcomCast, where the podcast goes live at 3 p.m. Pacific time Sundays. And we also stream Into the Veil here. And if there's ever a streaming problem and we can't stream to both Neanderthal Gaming TV and ConcomCast, it's going to be on ConcomCast.
Yep.
Just telling you right now.
It's always going to be on Comcast.
So if you like our show and you like the Into the Veil, you gotta follow there.
Follow it.
Yeah, follow it.
Wow.
Or subscribe and get the sick trash emote.
Well, that's for us.
Oh shit! Subscribe to us and get the sick trash emote for the Indianapolis Gaming TV. We're gonna get emotes for Comcast. We'll get it up there. But as far as all the videos for the podcast and Into the Veil, those also just go onto our Indianapolis Gaming TV YouTube channel. All episodes are available on YouTube. Audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app, and both are released on Wednesdays, unless you're late. But
like we were
this last week. We released it Thursday, but
yeah, we thought Wednesday night was Tuesday, and me and Spencer, we had like a 5-sentence conversation. We're like, hey, I was like, hey, did you put up the podcast? It goes out tomorrow, and he's like, no, I didn't put it up yet. I'm gonna put it up tonight. And then I was like, wait a minute, today's Wednesday because we did Into the Veil yesterday. We fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It doesn't happen very often though. We're usually we try to be pretty good on it. Both us and Fistcake when he puts out the audio version, it always comes out on Wednesdays. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. Fistcake, any last words?
I don't want to die. Please don't kill me.
All right.
Lame.
No.
We'll see you guys next time. Hit us the outro video.
Bye.